Hey guys, welcome back to Startup Central. So a lot of you guys have been asking me about altcoins and especially trying to figure out which altcoins are still cheap. So that is what we're going to be discussing in this video. So if you are interested in looking for the next crypto gem, you have to stay till the very end because we're going to mention a few of them and some of them can potentially 10x or even more. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, guys, now the crypto industry and the crypto markets are really frothy, and some of the altcoins are really expensive now. Solana has already done a many X run from the lows of this year. So the coins that most people have been looking at are at a price point where, I mean, yeah, they can still do some more X, probably 2 to 3X in the case of Solana, or hopefully a little bit more. But there are some really nice opportunities. And I'm not talking about shitcoins because we all know that you can 100X your money with shitcoins. But again, maybe you can go to zero. So I'm going to be discussing projects that have some business model behind them, except for one. And that's going to be like the sweet in after the meal, the main course. So I'm going to show you my browser. We're going to figure out why or if these altcoins are priced cheaply. And then I'm going to briefly discuss what these tokens are meant to do or what the business is behind those, so you can evaluate whether these are interesting or not to you. Again, guys, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just looking out for good opportunities for me. But I am excited to share what I found with you guys, and hopefully doing your own research, you'll manage to turn your income or your savings into a lot of money. So let's go to the browser, guys. Okay, here we are. Before entering the specific charts, let's briefly discuss what's going on with crypto in general, because whatever happens in this two charts I'm going to show you directly affect the price, not only of Bitcoin, but of altcoins. So the first chart I'm showing you is the total amount of money in the crypto sphere. So basically what we want is to have more money flowing into crypto. And this has been going on for a while. And of course, as you all might know, nothing can go up in a straight line without having some ups and downs. But if you look here, back in, okay, let's go a little bit here. Back in in October 12, there was $1 trillion in the crypto market. So a little bit, closer to 2 months after this, we are already at $1.56 trillion. So that's a 56% increase of the total amount of money in the crypto sphere. Now, if this money went evenly to every crypto token that there is, we would only see 56% increases in price of these tokens. However, that's not the case. So some tokens are seeing a lot more money, or that a lot amount of money going up. Some tokens are receiving more than others, and that's why some of those tokens are going ballistic, and some of them, like Cardano or XRP, even though Cardano had a small move today, I mean, we're not even seeing a 3 or 4x like we have seen with other tokens like Sol or Bitcoin. Well, Bitcoin has 2x, but anyway, so we want to see this go way up. And you might be asking yourself, well, is $1.56 trillion a lot? Well, the answer is when we compare it with the all-time high of crypto, which was back in the last cycle. So we were around $3 trillion back then. So what does this mean for us? What does this mean for the price of the tokens you're looking at buying? Well, guys, an easy 2x, if we go back to those all-time highs, if every altcoin received the same proportion of money, we could think that at least every altcoin could go 2x higher. So again, what does this mean to you guys? It means that investing in the crypto sphere right now is rather easy. as opposed to going during a bear market. So almost whatever you invest in is going to go up, unless it's shit coins, unless there is something really bad happening, like what happened in the last cycle with Celsius and all these companies. So, okay, now we saw that. The other thing we want to see is the Bitcoin dominance. So what this means is, of all that money in the crypto sphere, so the $1.56 trillion, how much of that has gone to Bitcoin specifically? So that's around 55%. So still Bitcoin has received a lot of that money. Now, what we want to see is this going down. If you're investing in altcoins, if you're investing in Bitcoin, you want to see this go up. Nevertheless, the more money comes into the crypto sphere, it doesn't matter because everything is going to go up. However, there's a point where people say this is enough money investing in Bitcoin. I'm seeing a lot of 10x's or 100x's on altcoins. People start turning around and maybe they will de-invest in Bitcoin from Bitcoin and invest in those altcoins. So when we see this go down, we see the price of altcoins go up. We are seeing one red candle start being formed. As you saw here, back here, we saw the dominance go down, and that's when we started seeing all those altcoins going up. So potentially, guys, it depends on what's going to happen in the few next hours. If this goes down, it means that that money will potentially flow to those altcoins that we are looking at. So which altcoins? Again, guys, the same as you and I, we're looking for the bargains, right? We're not looking for the expensive ones. So wise money will not invest in expensive things because if you want to make money, you want to buy cheap. So with that said, what is cheap? Okay, so I'm going to show you a few of my picks. One of them, and this is going to be the first one that we discussed. I briefly mentioned this in a previous video, but this one is called Clearpool. Clearpool is a protocol that lends to companies. So if you were to lend as a person, I mean, unless you are the head of the Emirates or something like that, you would not be borrowing a lot of money. However, companies are a whole different thing. Back in another life, I used to work in the financial industry, and I was invited to talk at the United Nations. And I actually created, back when Web 2 was the thing, kind of it was not a protocol. It was like a website where companies could borrow and lend from providers and suppliers. So this is basically it. And while everyone loved that during the conference, that idea, and some of that was implemented in developing countries in Africa and in Asia. So I'm very proud of that. However, we had not seen this implemented in the crypto sphere in a good way. I mean, there had been attempts, and I keep an eye on these things. But this one, I think, is done well. So basically, this is a permissionless. So this is one of those things that Web3 brings us. It's permissionless. You don't need to qualify with a bank or be already in a working relationship with a supplier or a big company that lends you or does factoring. I'm sorry, I'm getting too technical. But again, this is permissionless. So if you ever borrowed money, let's say on Venus or any of these protocols, where you just put your crypto as collateral and then receive a token back, but this is basically the same thing, but it's aimed again at companies not borrowing $1,000 or $5,000. Ideally, they're going to be borrowing a lot more. So we are talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars or maybe millions. So of course, this will take a while for the total value lock to go up. However, they're already at $44 million. This is not an entirely new protocol, but they had kind of gotten a new life. So, and we are seeing this in the token price. So let's figure out where this is. Give me just 1 second, guys. Okay, here we are, guys. This is the chart. So if we go back, this, as I was mentioning, this is not a new protocol. I mean, it was started in 2022, which for crypto ages, that was a long time ago. The protocol kind of, slept on their laurels, and then we had the bear market. So the price of this token used to be way high. And I'm not going to take this up because this is the ICO, but used to be around to the all-time high, $2.44. Right now it's at 5 cents, almost 6 cents. So as you can see, there's many eggs to go up. Now, there's two things that are important to consider this. One is the actual business behind this, which is good. And if they do their work well, it can improve and that can bring the price further up. But the other thing is that we are in a bull market. And once we are in this part of the bull market, people are looking to throw money at everything. And depending on a number of other things than fundamentals, the price will go up. So one of the reasons why the price of a token goes up is if the market cap is rather low. So let's go and see what's the market cap of this token. And here we are on CoinMarketCap. Actually the price just went up. The total market cap is 27 million, a little bit under 28 million, that's a micro cap. So micro caps have really strong swings of price, that being way up or way down. So we want to buy this token at a price where it can bounce up. So is this token price at that point? Well, I'm actually happy to say yes. And I'll tell you why. So if you see this Fibonacci retracement, we are close to the 618, and the 618 is a bouncy level. So that means that when price retraces back to that level, usually, not always, but usually, especially if we are in a bull market, the price will go back up. As you can see, this token had gone really low to around 1.5 cents. And now it's bouncing back up, both again, because of the bull market and the business that this company has. So it's a real business. It's not a shit coin. It's not a meme coin. It's a real business that has income. Now, it can be a stronger business. If this was a regular business in the US, it would not be a small business, $41 million. It's already a lot of money. But for crypto, let's say it's a micro cap again. So I expect this token to bounce back up. How way up? It will depend on a number of factors, but if we continue in this bull market, it could bounce really fast to the upside. How up? I mean, at least the next resistance level or ceiling is at 19 cents. So that's an easy 3x. But if it continues going up and Bitcoin keeps going up, I mean, the sky is the limit, guys. Remember, this coin was around 2.4. So that's what, like 40x? I don't know. I'll be happy with 10x. I mean, if you invest $100 in this token, it could turn into $1,000, and that's without leverage. So if you don't want to take risk with leverage, this is one interesting option. Again, I'm not saying it's going to go to $2.4. It depends on a lot of things, but the technical things, the technical analysis tells us that a 19 cents increase is really probable. So now let's go to another token, guys. So remember, guys, that we discussed that gaming is one of the strongest narratives of this cycle. Well, one of the tokens that I've been looking at, and it's retraced a little bit to an interesting level, is called Monkeybals. So you can find it with two tickers. One is MBS and the other is UNKJD. Different exchanges have different names for this. But this token, I mean, has woken up from a low of around 1 cent. And then it went recently to 6 cents. So that's a 6x. So it has retraced a little bit. Right now, it's again close. Actually, it's at the 618 Fibonacci level. So remember, guys, we just mentioned this is a bouncy level. So, I mean, again, this is a micro cap. It could go down, but probability tells us that we are at a good bouncing level and we are still in a bull market. So unless Bitcoin crashes down to 40 or 38 or something like that, potentially this is going to go up. Now let's go and see the market cap, how this token qualifies in that sense. So here you go, guys. The market cap is 6.7 million. So this is riskier. And by riskier, I mean, it could go, there are going to be strong downs and ups, but if you catch this at a good price, and I think it is fairly priced right now, the bounce up is going to be fast. So this is smaller than the previous token, than Clearpool. And again, this is gaming. It's not the business model is not as solid as Clearpool. But again, a lot of people are looking to invest in gaming, and this is one of those tokens. So I believe that the price level at which we are, and again, we just crossed the 618 and are going back up. This could mean that we are going to be seeing this token go up, further up. How? Okay, the question is how up? Well, I mean, at least a 2x. We used to be at 5 cents, and we were actually at almost 7 cents. So right now we are at 3.6. So a 2x is really, really easy. If money starts flowing here, and that's why I showed you the amount of money coming to the cryptosphere and the amount of money flowing out of Bitcoin and into altcoins. This means people are looking into opportunities like you are exactly. That's why probably you're looking at this video. And that's why I'm looking at this chart. So we are all looking for bargains. And right now, I think this token is at a bargain price. What is the total upside? Well, this token, when it launched, and I don't like to count the first day because that's usually an ICO. So it used to be around 60 cents. So from where we are now, that's like an 8x. More realistically, 14 cents. That's easy. So that's like 5x from where we are. And again, guys, microcaps, specifically under $10 million, they are set to go really fast to different levels, be that the upside or the downside. So this, guys, is a riskier token, but potentially it's going to be jumping. Another one I want to point out, let me show you my browser again. Another thing I want to point out is the RSI on the daily chart is really, really low. So this means that it's oversold. When this happens, it means that the price, well, doesn't exactly mean 100% of the time, but the probability of this token going back up is a lot higher when we are at these levels, and we are really, really low. So I'm actually going to buy some more of this after I record this video. I think this is going to go up. And again, guys, this is 4x. If you use like a 2x leverage, that's an easy 8x, or if you use a 3x leverage, and I'm not recommending you to do so, but I know you guys are using leverage. So yeah, this is a no-brainer for me. Again, it's riskier. So, keep that with a grain of salt. So let's go to the third. Well, before we go there, I discussed HNT a couple days ago, and I had discussed this before this God candle. I think we were around 2.9, and right now we are 5.7. So in 1 day and a half, we are already seeing a 2x at for this token. Now, HNT, again, guys, the upside is really high. So we used to be at around $54. So that's still a 10x from now, and that is without leverage. So this token has a strong business model. Again, guys, I've mentioned this before. Potentially, this is going to bounce back down. I haven't done a Fibonacci retracement, but let's do that right now and see how further down can it go. So just so you keep an eye on this, guys. So let's start here and go all the way where we are right now. And I see a 618 level at $3.9. So I would place, actually I would place a purchase order at 4.3 and another one at $3.9. Because this token has a strong business model. Again, this is a decentralized internet alternative. And with everything going on strange in the world with censoring, the government censoring, this is a good project. I believe in this project. There are a lot of people providing antennas for Helium, which is the name of this project. So again, guys, keep an eye on this. I don't believe we're going to go to 3.10 again, unless Bitcoin crashes, and that could happen, guys. But if we are still in this bull market, and again, I believe we are at the beginning of the bull market, So it's more probable that we'll see the token coming to 3.9, and hardly, I think, we can expect that it's going to go to 3.4. So if you didn't buy at 2.9 when we were discussing this 2 days ago, I will look to buy at those levels. It's not a promise, guys. When we are in a bull run, if you place purchase orders at lower prices, sometimes you miss the train. And that has happened to me a number of times during this bull market. But anyway, so let's go to the last token I want to discuss. And this token is a really new token. It's called Inspect. And what I love about this token is that it's already doing what Elon Musk is supposed to be doing. So they're kind of competing, or I don't know, if in the back room they're all working together, Elon Musk and this company, but they are calling themselves the layer 2 for X or X Twitter. So they're trying to turn, or they're claiming they're already doing this, turning X into a Web3 platform. So I mean, there's hundreds of millions of users on X. So the hardest thing when you start any kind of startup, and this includes Web3 protocols, is to bring users and like let them start using your platform. And there's hundreds of millions of users already on X using it every day. So by them enabling X as a Web3 platform, this could bring a lot of easy users, especially those of us who are in the crypto sphere, to start using X for crypto. So they're claiming they're using crypto NFTs, market insights, streamlined action, and that they are rated 5 stars. I have not used this platform yet, but the promise of what they're doing is strong, guys. This is really, really promising. And again, guys, I know that, we assume Elon Musk is trying to turn X into WeChat, which is an e-commerce / crypto platform. That's a good, solid business revenue model. And Inspect is already doing this. And I don't know, maybe they're going to be purchased if they're already doing that. If I think Elon Musk already has the licenses to do this. So for him, it would be easy to buy this company, unless he's already in a business relationship with them. I don't know. So we are just assuming things. But the nice thing is, this was recently, very recently launched. The price used to be around 18 cents. Right now it's at 28. So that's a 2x. But my question is, guys, do you think they could double their business? They're really, really new. Yes, potentially yes. This is a micro cap. This is $41 million. They have a total supply, which is a lot, but there's a marked total supply. So it's not necessarily inflationary. There's a number of tokens already in circulation, around 15%. So for a new project, I think the fundamentals or the business model is really great. And the tokenomics sounds good. So would I invest in this company with this being just without a token? I would think yes. Now that they have a token, it's an easy way to invest in one of the really big potentials of X. So I really like this token. Where can you buy it? Let's see. It is available on KuCoin, so it's listed on big exchanges already: KuCoin, Uniswap, Bybit, Gate.io, Mexi, and of course PancakeSwap. So those are good exchanges. It's not been listed on Binance, and we all know that when these tokens are listed on the biggest exchanges, the price goes up again. So this is another good opportunity for getting into that. I'm not claiming that they're going to be listed on Binance, but you never know, guys. I mean, there are still some exchanges that I have not seen here, and oftentimes when these tokens are listed on those exchanges, the price will pump a lot. So I hope this was useful, guys. These are some interesting tokens. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not telling you to go buy this. I'm just telling you what I'm looking for and what I'm seeing that makes me excited, because especially the tokens with good, solid business models can pump a lot. So I hope this was useful. If it was, do like this video and subscribe to this channel, because I'm going to be talking about exciting and potentially profitable tokens. So I hope to see you in the next video. Bye-bye now.